Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, yeah, thank you, take care. Yeah. There's plenty of space.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not sure I wouldn't be doing it on the side.
The only problem with that side,
because you don't want to mess up the other people that are trying to get in.
That was the only thing I was thinking about.
There doesn't seem to be that many people anyway.
Okay. What I'm thinking is we need to get in here as quickly as possible. The rate is extremely attractive. You know, at $14 a foot.
Thanks, Jeff.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
That's a gift.
Yeah.
Warehouse space here is more expensive than this. Okay. Now, if we can get a 5-year deal out of them, it looks like we probably can. At first, I thought we could only get 2. You don't immediately really need the 19, except you're going to grow into it. And if you have it, you're going to fill it, trust me.
Well, for the immediate thing, and you know why the 19, not that we're going to need the 19, it's just those rooms are bigger, so combined, we have 8 big classrooms as opposed to...
Right. You can have a lot more classrooms.
Yes, eventually, yeah.
Right now, you can move in here and you can use the space the way it is, even if you've got to get those kids one by one to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what you're going to have to do until you get bathrooms in. That's going to be 3 months minimum. Okay. It's going to be 90 to 120 days. So it's basically 90 days from the day you sign off.
Yeah. That's
when they're going to be putting in the bathrooms.
I understand.
The more that you ask them to do, the less attractive the deal becomes to them.
That's right.
They are basically covering their carrying costs and operating expenses at $14 a foot. That's full service. That includes electricity and taxes and everything else. So
it is extra.
I mean, this is almost what you're paying now for where you already are. For twice the space.
That's true.
I just wish that the deli and that one tenant weren't on this floor.
Yeah.
Because then we could have the whole damn floor. It wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can get the keys.
It makes much more sense to me to do what I was saying and join them in the back.
Yeah.
Keep the bathrooms and build a new bathroom for those guys.
If we can get the key from them during the week, we can. And that way we can bring the whole group and they can see a little bit more, can get more comfortable with the idea.
Yeah. I don't really want a whole group. I
like
just like 5 or 6 people.
5 or 6. That's what I'm calling about the group.
Yeah.
To begin with, it's about 8 or 10 to begin with.
Yeah, there's a board. And I could step out because I already see it.
And I have seen it too. So I'm talking tonight. I won't be here.
People anyway. So
yeah. At maximum, you'll get 5.
Yeah. Well, guys, the location is fabulous. And the other thing is, because we have the out after the 2 years, they have the out too. So, with 1 year's notice, you know, they can tell us to get out of the space, okay? But we can do the same thing.
Yeah.
And the reason that's great is while this is going on, we can be building a school somewhere or doing a build-a-suit, and we'll have lots of time to, you know, to get that going. By then, you will have enough students to fill 19,000, call it 20,000 square feet. Well, you know, then we can be looking at a 30,000 square foot building or a 40,000 square foot building as the next step.
Yeah.
And these aren't for sale, Mr. Mayor.
He's not going to sell this. He's bought this park because of where it is. The metro is right across the street.
He recently bought it?
He has been buying these buildings for the last 15 years.
Oh, no one.
He owns those two. He owns...
And he's right here.
Except for that building, I don't know that.
Sports and House?
Yeah.
And he's here. The management and everybody's here. So.
You know what's nice? This one actually looks like a school.
There's a Montessori school in the back.
Yeah,
there's 2.
There's
Kinder
2
Care
schools.
and Montessori.
Yeah, Montessori, yeah. There's 2 schools there.
I was trying to get you guys the little Montessori school over here that was a sales showroom, except the facility was too small, and they wanted, it was like about $35 a square foot. You know, delete.
This is going for
14 full service. That was 35. You know, triple net. No, if we can make this work, this is ideal. But, you know,
I mean, this is better than that one location we looked.
my one concern is that the county doesn't give a shit, and that the landlord doesn't get second thoughts. Okay, you know, because he is right here.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't do anything disturbing that will cost anybody.
No, but people don't like schools. Period.
But he has already.
In work environments.
But he already has it, you know. I mean, he's
Right.
familiar with that concept. It's not new to him.
No.
Yeah, it's not new to him. So.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I understand his point. His point is saying is, in general, schools aren't attractive for that. Like, basically, he's gonna have to keep the other top level vacant.
Yeah, because people are like, you know, it's going to be. I don't want to be in a building with a bunch of kids.
You know?
I mean, you know, that's why you left Grove Street. I mean, you know.
Okay. Well, good enough.
Okay.
Andrew,
Pleasure.
nice to meet you.
And I guess I'll get back in touch with you guys as soon as I get the plan.
Yeah,
we're stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to really like to tell them, but like I said, I saw probably like 8 classrooms with, if we took out the middle walls, ready to go.
I think you have almost that without taking out any walls.
We have about
There's enough space in there.
5 facilities, I think. We have about 3 here, 2 on this side.
There were 4 on
Yeah,
that.
the big
there were
ones.
4
Big
on
ones,
that side.
big ones. As it is, we have about 5.
5 as is.
As is, and probably you
8
might have
if
to knock
we
out 1 wall or 2.
Knocked out.
Which is simple enough to do. You don't need to do much for it, you know.
Yeah, if they're gonna take carpet, it's just knocking out the wall, some patchwork, and
So carpet and paint. is
Yeah,
something
but
that
you
you'll
know, I take that as an allowance.
have. Yes, that's what I mean.
Don't get them to do it.
Yeah.
Take it as an allowance, and then you can slowly
Good stuff.
knock down those walls and then put the paint and carpet money in there, because you don't want to do paint and carpet and then start knocking walls out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's true. But if you can arrange for the weekend access,
That's very hard. Scott isn't going to work on weekends. I normally don't
the
work weekends.
engineer's not here.
No, the engineers aren't going to be around either.
All right.
I mean, basically 9 to 5 weekdays is when you can see the property.
Okay.
When they're in school.
And that's the problem.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm sure Samar and some of the
I might have
staff,
to come out. I think they can
teachers,
come out,
the
yeah.
staff.
Hey, you know, tell them all to come over here and have a look,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
They can look from outside. They can get in.
weekends the doors were probably closed.
Maybe
but,
Saturday's open, yeah.
you know, at least you can walk around.
Yeah.
And I like the play area. I mean, you know,
Yeah, if you fence it in, it's sufficient. It's, you know, it has its,
It's the same concept with those other buildings.
yeah.
With those other 3 schools.
Yeah.
Same concept.
what I showed you was actually close to 2,500 square feet. Your requirement is 15. That's why I was saying up to here. Actually, half of that is what your minimum requirement is. If we can get the whole thing up to those bushes, that size area, that's about 3 times
the requirement.
exactly.
I think they'd like that.